Wellesley College Choir, a youth choir from South Africa, radiates pure joie de vivre despite being in the religious music and not the pop category. That's how it is in some parts of the world. If there is something to celebrate, people celebrate. If you want to understand the music and the people of this world, the World Choir Games is the best place to do it. They are the world's biggest choir festival, the world's biggest choir competition.
It's the World Choir Games, so it's like the world, and we're just a small school choir, and being here is just an honor.
The main reason we come here is for just want to share our music to the world. And since the World Choir Game is the biggest choral event in the world, so that's why we want to be here.
It really just opens your eyes to how similar things are. It just kind of makes your heart bigger. You know, you just have this love for people because you're just like, you know, you've got something different, but that's fantastic, and I have something different. It's great we can come together with these games.
I don't think any of us realized what we were coming to. I honestly don't think we realized.
The energy was on the stage. We were like, ah! It was really fun. We felt the crowd. We sang to them.
The Ankor choir from Jerusalem is the resident choir of the Yad Vashem Holocaust Memorial. So these young girls sing in an historically very important choir, but they can still rejoice at the end like all the other young girls.
The main thing is that we had fun and we did our best.
They'll never, ever forget this experience. And everybody told us, you know, it's a wonderful event, you'll really like it, you'll have a lot of fun, it'll be really an experience. And we said, yeah, experience, you know. Choir competition, it's a competition. But it's not. It goes way beyond that. It's really people for people. Really. Sing together now.
Around 27,000 singers take part in each Games. That's around 400 choirs. You should use superlatives sparingly, but it really is no exaggeration to say that the World Choir Games are the most successful choir competition in the world, the undisputed #1. It began in Linz in 2000. The brilliant idea was to have an Olympics, and that was the key word.
Und das war das Schlüsselwort.
We then transformed the term Olympics into World Choir Games. But the first event was actually called the Choir Olympics, that was in Linz in 2000, and it was a success. The motto was "Singing together brings nations together," and the slogan we had then was "Come, sing and be happy." And they came and were happy. Meanwhile, the Games have taken place on almost every continent. The World Choir Games gradually increased in both size and popularity. The Games reached their peak in 2020 with over 540 choirs who'd signed up for the Games in Flanders months in advance. This had never happened before. And then the Games had to be postponed until summer 2021 because of the coronavirus. That had also never happened before. Korea will then be the next venue for the World Choir Games in 2022. In 2024, Interkultur and many choirs from all over the world will conquer the last continent that has so far had to get along without the World Choir Games. Auckland, the largest city in New Zealand, is already looking forward to the World Choir Games.
I'm proud that we will be showcasing the diverse singing traditions of Aotearoa to an international community that shares our love of singing.
Die World Choir Games, die Olympischen
The
Spiele.
World Choir Games are a meeting place not only for cultures but also for different religions and associated groups. Nowadays, we are acutely aware that there can't be peace in the world without understanding and acceptance of other cultures and religions.
Und Akzeptanz für fremde Kulturen und Religionen.
Our events help us to move a step closer to the unfamiliar, to ask questions, to take an interest and to get answers.
Interessiert zu sein und Antworten zu erhalten.
We are coming from South Africa. My name is Lorna and I'm from Scotland.
Everybody comes together during the Parade of Nations, which goes all the way through the city centre. Singers and residents, foreigners and locals, all carried by the same rhythm of the music.
You know, the goal of the World Choir Games is to bring people together through music and song. And I have to tell you, Cincinnati has really been brought together as a community.
Obviously, the games benefit the economy, but the real blessing is that they touch the soul of the city.
Es sind so viele Kinder und Jugendliche da.
There are so many children and young people here. They bring a new spirit, a new strength and a new energy to this city. I also really like that it is a message of peace from a human rights city. The host cities put their all into the opening ceremony with the biggest venues, magnificent musicians, great dancers. The peace bell marks the opening of the World Choir Games. The members of the jury decide who gets a medal and who doesn't, according to a cleverly devised point system. The choirs can compete in up to 29 categories, ranging from musica sacra through folklore to pop and contemporary choral music. Interkultur can now count on 800 jury members, among them the best musicians and conductors in the whole world.
It's so wonderful to see how one organization develop only from smaller competition to something which is not only competing but also all kind of other activities parallelly, workshops, master classes, and also how persistent people were to really go to every part of the world.
Every World Choir Games ends with the award ceremony.
There was like this tension and everyone was holding each other's hand. Like, it's crazy. It's amazing.
Hearts were enlightened and there was thunderous applause. Now there was no more holding back. Sometimes there is disappointment too, but people are mainly gripped by very big emotions, which doesn't happen very often in life. Former American President Barack Obama said some truly remarkable words of welcome to the singers at the World Choir Games in Cincinnati. Music brightens our lives and stirs our souls. Events like the World Choir Games remind us of music's power. It reveals our shared humanity.